Okay, well, just what it should be called royalty. And if you're looking at this in the future, you already know why. So, to start, the first domino to thump. Let's move. Everybody can't be Michael Jones from the dead. Everybody can't be a super talented. They don't have that. But do something that any person can do. They up and go to, right? Well, don't give it to them. Don't I do it because I'm not them. Okay, I'm not the average. Be fake. Okay, tall, and they're 3 feet tall, and they can only reach so high. And I'm not gonna reach as high as I reach because I wanna do it in a way that they can reach. No, 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 no. So I got a better, faster plan. You know, come rich overnight. But let me tell you how to get your idea, business, life straight. Where to get the money to do what you gotta do. All the rest is on you. You gotta do the homework. Some people out here talking about doing things, they don't even check and see how much work it is in doing it or what they wouldn't even need to do it. They don't even go to someone who's already doing it to ask them, how do you start? Nothing. Well, you gotta do all that. Or go to there's so much sources for that. I'm gonna give you the part nobody gives you. Where am I gonna get the money? They're gonna do a bunch of crap about get a loan. Man, you got no collateral. You're not getting a loan from the bank to start anything. Venture capital sound like someone's just gonna take a chance on you and give you some money to do your business. Nah, the Shark Tank is a television show. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you legal way to the. See, you have to bend the rules for the guarantee. See, the legal way you can just do it, but people aren't so happy to do it. Once you give them the information, they could. I'll explain. The law says this: a wealthy person or any person can give someone a cash gift of up to $14,000. Anyone, they can take it off on their taxes and give you a cash gift of $14,000 and take it off your taxes so it don't cost them anything. Only a stingy person wouldn't with you. It's not going to cost them nothing. But you got stingy people and you got crazy people. They're going to come up with some excuse for not giving it to you if you just go around asking people. And then you know what they're going to do? Say, well, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to my kid. And I still could take it off. That's what happened to me. All right. When I went to try to get someone. They say, hey, let's do it without him. Now they're wishing they had did it with me. For other reasons I'm not mentioning. Reasons are probably obvious by now. So here's what you do to keep that from happening. Let me turn this way. I got a lot of background noise. The kind of noise that you can put crap inside of. Supposed to be freeway noise, but I know the difference. Okay, so here's what you do. I'm gonna give example by example. Exactly what I'm going to do, or I was going to do, or I'm going to do unless some stop me on the way. Okay? You go to, say you need a house. You go to the person with the house and say, tell you what, I'll make a deal with you where you can make $14,000 real quick. And they say, huh? Yeah. You give me the $14,000 cash gift and you take it off on your taxes. You break even right there. I turn around and I rent your house you for this money. Now you got your money back and you still get to take it off your taxes. They can't refuse a move like that and you got a place. You weren't after the money, you were after the place. You can do this with your car. You can do this around the board and get everything you need. and it don't cost them anything, and it didn't cost you anything. Just go around buying $14,000 worth of stuff every time you turn around from the and you got the money from the person you bought the stuff from. The children can't make them that kind of deal. See how they don't want to cut you out anymore? This is the move I'm going to do to get up off the ground. I'm going to walk about maybe you could call it 3 to 4 blocks and make a deal with a man to do just that. Then I'm going to move a little bit further to a real estate company and make a deal with them to do just that. Or maybe a house that's for sale by owner. See, a lot of times they don't really have the money. See, for someone to need a $14,000 tax deduction, they got to be making some pretty good money. Okay? Most people, hey, if I could deduct 10,000, I need one time, you know? So you're talking about people with a little bit of cash. So it's not too many private for sale by owner things. You want to deal with a real estate mogul, someone big, all right? Like a housing development, just trying to push these homes. You want to deal with the owners of that. $14,000 is nothing to them, but at tax time, it's a big. Every penny is important to them next time, and you don't have to be scared you didn't make it by April 15th. That's regular people, working class people's tax time. See, there's tax time is every month of the year, but they make you think it's April 15th. That's personal, regular worker ant tax time. People who own business have what you call a fiscal year, which means from the time that they started their business, their year begins and ends. So that's when their tax is done, at the end of their fiscal year, and April 15th. So you can find this move all year round. You don't have to say, oh no, it's already the new year. Here's where you bend things. All they have to do is backdate the dang check. Like I'm standing in February, I could say they gave me the money in December, and they could take it out their taxes this year. That's kind of lying. That's what I mean about bending the rules. It's not breaking them, but this is what people do. It's called creative financing. Yeah, yeah. You've heard that word before. Okay, well, this is called creative tax management. And you're going to see me walk it. Now, here's the problem. I got people, and I got a time factor that I'm dealing with to do a lot of things. Trademark. Um, I hate the ums. So I probably take a shortcut, you know, like go make a multi-billion-dollar deal with Microsoft right out the beginning, instead of running around town trying to get $14,000 at a time, knowing that I need millions to even start. That's like me throwing away this year and saying I'm gonna do everything next year. So that would work for you. So instead of me doing it, something that everybody can do, I'm gonna go and start that way. And right after my start, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna take the money they gave me and put together what I need to go get the big money. I'm not gonna go around using the move for a house and a car and all that. All I have to do is do it one time for you to be able to say, hey, I'm gonna do like he did. and it's a universal thing. You can use it to go in any direction, to get anything. You're a rapper, need a studio? Go to the biggest independent equipment store you can find and make a deal with him. He's trying to unload that stuff. He's trying to unload that stuff. All right, the new models are coming out. It's gonna turn into junk. If you can take $14,000 of it off his hands, he'll be happy. And he gets to take $14,000 off his taxes. And he sold $14,000 worth of equipment. Oh, he's happy. And so are you. You have your studio. Doesn't matter if you want it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you want to open a garage, a shop, anything, it doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. This thing becomes a down payment to things that cost a whole lot. You can go buy a semi truck with this move. $14,000 down is a good down. You can buy your own limo with 14 down. Don't try to walk away with any of the money. You risk losing the deal. Say, well, hey, I'll give you 10 and I keep 4. See, they hesitate. No one's going to hesitate if they don't lose anything. If it don't cost them anything, okay? They're not going to hesitate. You want to watch out, okay? People go for the best deal. Like the in-home support scam. They probably will be cracked down on. There's 2 scams that are about to be cracked down on. They're using people's social security and children for your taxes that were not your dependents. People selling their children to people for taxes so they give them some of the tax money. They're going to crack that up. The other is the in-home support scam, where people are qualified to get in-home support and the person who does it receives payment for it. Well, they go get somebody and tell them, you don't have to clean up. I clean up my own house. We'll split the check. And so that they can get half the money from in-home support. That's going to be probably busted wide open. Probably way before this note. Because they're on top of it right now. Okay? They just don't have the manpower to investigate something like that. You know, you have millions and millions of people doing in-home support in millions of homes. They don't got millions of investigators to go check to see if they're actually over there doing anything. That's why it hasn't been caught so far. But technology is going to catch them up. You know, you got to come in like an ankle monitor and show that you were there. And you're not going to be able to leave for a certain amount of time. You can't be at home watching TV. You can't be there watching TV. The little robot is going to monitor what you do that day and report back. You know, series and other little things they're going to have. They're going to sit one in this person's house. And it's going to follow you around, see if you mop the floor, wash the dishes, and do all these things. And if you don't, and if you leave early, you're going to get docked. You're going to want to smash this little robot, which probably cost you your job. But so I'm saying things are going to happen, okay? You're not going to see so many cops. You're going to see robots, you know, RoboCop. Only it ain't going to be a half man, half cop. It's going to be something that looks like a little go-kart going down the street. But you don't want to mess with it. It's a transformer. And by that I mean guns start popping out. I don't mean it turn into a Volkswagen. I mean it looks harmless from the outside, but when them outside panels drop down You'd rather have the cops there. It's scary. The, you haven't seen that much armament on anything inside of a city. You may have seen it in a movie or of a war, and these things are going to be just riding around your city. And you know how assholes are. They want to throw rocks at them and stuff. Man, it's going to be some incidents. And the thing is videotaping the whole thing so you can't say it did it for no reason. And they're going to tell you it's licensed to defend itself. So it didn't just kill a human. The human attacked it. And when the human attacked it, it attacked the PD. And that's how that's going to go. But that's not here or there. It's just the way I mix notes. In case something comes up lost, there's evidence of it somewhere else. Okay? Or something isn't found, there's evidence. It's broke down into pieces and put everywhere else too. So you still can get it if something's lost, erased, deleted, or whatever. And the good thing I did, I took a major loss the other day. But all the information was, nah, it wasn't. Most of it was new information, but I remember it all and I can repeat it all. And I end up doing it like I always do when I have to redo something. I do it better. Instead of making it out, it was an hour and a half long. How I decided to break it up into pieces, make it more manageable. And I also decided they didn't need to know that right now. That's why it happened. So it's about the rags to royalty and how you start. You can be a bum with a food stamp. You could not have nothing. All right, and go get everything you need because it doesn't cost anybody anything. They actually make money off you coming to them. They're not doing you a favor. You're doing them a favor. You're putting money in their pocket. Don't let them treat you like you're begging. Where are you begging at? You're giving them a $14,000 tax deduction and $14,000 worth of business. Where are you begging at? So don't hesitate. Don't be scared. And don't be mad at me because I didn't start with a paper clip and trade it for an ink pen on the internet and work my way up to this fortune. I have lives to save. This isn't a game of fame. That's a byproduct of, you know. I have things to do. I have real human beings to see about. Can't do something because it sounds romantic. I didn't. Rags to Riches is the best story you could tell. It's the one they love most. I just keep ending up with these winning moves. But I didn't plan it because it looks good, sounds good, writes good. It really happened. Everything in the movie happened. Everything in all those movies happened. That's why it couldn't be contained in one movie. That's why I had to keep being looped back. All right? There's multiple stories inside of one, just like your life. How many movies will it take to tell your life? 80? It's about, about right, at least. And that's why, hey, I had to make at least 7 just to tell my story. Not to mention these other movies. Movies are cool. Movie stars are cool. The makeup and the lifestyle ages you fast. And after you fall out of grace, nobody remembers you. But you thought you were going to be immortalized on film. You didn't know nobody was going to watch those films no more. So it's just like you shouldn't have been in it for that. I don't see, and I don't want my friends to take this in no offense, I don't see a single artist or entertainer who has a viable, legitimate reason for what they're doing. Just a selfish reason, you know. Now, when I came up, everyone who went before me made a battle cry, and then they fell by the wayside or fell off or backslid or whatever you want to call. I got a message I want to get out to the people. That's why I'm doing this. And what were their strategy? They all had the same strategy. But hang on, let me get them on the hook first. And then when I get them all on the hook, then I'm going to come out and stuff. I can't just come out with them like that. No, let me win them over first and stuff. Even my teacher. You know what always happens? Someone peeps your plan. And while you're getting them on the hook, they get you before you ever get to do what you really were going to do. That's why I'm coming out with both guns blazing. I'll shake my booty later. Okay? I'm coming out doing what my end goal is. I'm not the Pointer Sisters, Teddy Pendergrass, or nobody that made that classic mistake. Do you know how great temptation is? Long ago, there was an artist named Teddy Pendergrass. He used to not be a name. He was a part of another group called Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. And he was an ordained minister. So he's singing these good songs, like Wake Up Everybody, it's time to teach a new plan and all this. And then it's like somebody told me to deliver this message and all that. I mean, you could sing these songs in church, actually. His voice was so strong, and you know how church is and stuff. And he became famous. Harold Melvin and Blue Notes, when he went independent, they were no more. Okay? So, he's doing good. He gets so popular. Guess what he does? An ordained minister. He becomes Teddy. Okay? And starts singing Turn Off the Lights. When somebody loves you and all these things, and women are going crazy. And then he decides he don't even want the men at his concert. He want to throw concerts for women only and give out teddy bears. You know what happened to Teddy? His limousine flipped and crippled him in the car with a transsexual. All right? Man, he was done. He tried after that. He was done. He didn't get to do what he said he was out to do. I can name many, many artists. Not even Michael got a chance to do what he was up to, nor Prince, or none of them. Tupac, none of them. They all had a plan, and it ain't what you thought it was or what you saw them doing. That was the warm-up. I'm not warming up. No. My plane ain't gonna crash. I ain't gonna OD or any of that before I get this done. How do you know? What are you listening to? Are you listening to my songs? Or are you listening to just what I told you I was gonna do first? See? See how it works? You know what the plan was? To become the greatest dancer in the world and have everybody out there waiting to see me dance and walk out there and throw my costume on the ground and set it on fire and start talking and teach you all the stuff I have been taught or wanted to teach you while I had you on the hook. That was the plan. What did I do? I used my talents to suck you in, taught you what you had to be taught. And I haven't even started yet. I haven't even started yet. And it's already been done. They can stop me at any time. It don't mean crap. So, hey, find you someone with some money, go to them and make a deal. Don't come to them like you begging. come to him and say, hey, you want to make some money? That's why you're here, right? You make money, right? I want to buy $14,000 worth of stuff. Okay, come right this way. Have them go through the whole thing like you got the cash in your pocket. Say, okay, now, are you up for some creative financing? Now you're going to see the eyebrow raise. What you mean, Willis? Don't look like that. Let me explain what I mean. Are you aware that you can give someone $14,000 cash gift, up to $14,000 cash gift? That means you can go get something cost $6,000. You don't always have to do the 14. All right. Now, you can give someone $14,000 and take it off on your taxes. Really? Really? Yeah, let me show you right here on the internet. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Okay, well, but what does that have to do with what we're doing? I want you to give me $14,000 and take it off on your taxes. Yeah, but why would I do that? Because I'm going to take the $14,000 and give it back to you in sales, which means you take $14,000 off your taxes and you made $14,000. Your money never left this office. There's no risk. Bam. Deal done. Follow in my footsteps. I'm pretty good on my feet.